What's up guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to the Arsenal-Liverpool preview and tactical analysis video. What is your score prediction for this huge monumental game? It's a classic 6-pointer because Liverpool could open up a huge gap with a victory at the Emirates, but also with an Arsenal win they could close the gap on Liverpool, and Man City are currently first after their scrappy 1-0 win against Southampton. Everybody expected Man City to just blow Southampton away, and Southampton even hit the bar, so it could have been even 1-1, but this is now an absolutely massive game for Liverpool and for Arsenal, and we lost twice in a row in the Premier League at their stadium, but we won 2-0 last season in the FA Cup away from home. Of course, Arsenal are still the favourites, even though they have Odegaard out, they have a lot of other injury concerns. Saka, Calafiori are major doubts for this game, but Liverpool also have a lot of injury concerns. And in this video we will take a deep look at what could happen in the game and also what kind of tactics Arne Slot could employ, because against Chelsea the tactics didn't really work. Liverpool pressed in a 4-2-4 formation in defense, and Chelsea just played through the four pressing attackers, which were Salah, I think Jota, Luis Diaz and Dominic Szoboszlai. No, it was Gakpo, and Chelsea just played through us. So against Leipzig, Liverpool pressed with Darwin Núñez up front and then four players behind him, two double eights, two attacking midfielders and two wingers, which was the Gakpo and Mo Salah. So we could see a similar formation against Arsenal, but because against Shakhtar Donetsk, Arsenal employed a tactic where their four defenders in attack looked like three centre-backs, and their left-back Calafiori was pushed into midfield. Maybe for Arsenal to practice this tactic against Liverpool, because when you overload the midfield and you can play through Liverpool's press, then you can have the two defensive midfielders, which could be Gravenberch or Jones, Gravenberch or McAllister in this game. If you overwhelm them with 4 or 5 midfield players, then you could win the midfield battle, and that could be one of the key aspects of the game. So I just wanted to highlight this little very interesting tactical detail that you guys could look for in this game. And of course both teams will be attacking, so both teams will get chances because both teams will play a high line, so there will be lots of play space to run in behind. So I think Liverpool's early tactic should be to look for Darwin Núñez, look for long balls, long passes into the channels, so Darwin Núñez can run at the Arsenal defense or even in behind the Arsenal defense. The biggest absence for Arsenal is not an injury concern, it's a suspension. Saliba got a red card against Bournemouth. Arsenal went on to lose this game 2-0, and Saliba only got a 1-game suspension, but he is still suspended. And Arsenal's record without Saliba is just 45% win ratio. With Saliba they have like a 71% win ratio, so it's a huge difference. And yes, Liverpool probably had one of the easiest draws in the Premier League so far, but you still have to beat those teams. And Arsenal last season didn't lose the title because of the big games. They lost the title because they lost to Fulham, they lost home and away to Aston Villa. Those are the kind of games which really kill you in the title race, not necessarily against the fellow top 6 sides. I'm not saying that Liverpool should lose this game. I'm saying if Liverpool don't win this, it's not a tragedy. But for Arsenal, even though they finished 4 points ahead of everyone else in the mini league table when it comes to top 6 sides against each other, Arsenal still didn't win the league. You absolutely have to beat the smaller sides, something that Man City are absolutely ruthless at. Arsenal still are in the form of their lives when it comes to 2025. Since January the 1st, Arsenal have 21 wins, 3 draws and just 2 losses. That was only their second loss all year against Bournemouth. They lost to Aston Villa. It's amazing that they still didn't win the league because Man City just won every game. And here you can see the record with and without Saliba. So 74% win percentage with Saliba, 73 games, and yes, it's a small sample size, but still it's pretty significant. 11 games, that's like almost 1/3 of a season, and it's 45% win ratio, only 1.6 points per game. You don't even get top 4 with that record, and they concede a lot more. So I fancy Liverpool to score in this game, and hopefully if we can score 1 or 2 goals, hopefully our defense can keep Arsenal at bay, especially if Saka and Odegaard are missing through injury. And if Liverpool win this game, then this could be Liverpool's second best ever start to a league campaign, behind that season where we got 99 points and won the title in 2020, because I think we won 26 games and 1 draw. That was the first 27 games. I don't think that record will ever be broken by anyone. I mean, 26 wins and 1 draw in the first 27 games of a Premier League season is almost, it should be impossible, but Liverpool made it possible. And I think Arne Slot, of course we don't have as good a team as that team, but Arne Slot is a very good manager, and hopefully he can work out a tactic which could work against Arsenal. Liverpool also conceded fewer goals than any other team because they have the lowest expected goals against total, 6.2, but Liverpool only conceded 3 goals. So even though we should have conceded around 6 goals, our defense and especially our goalkeepers, Kelleher and Alisson, have been sensational so far. And Martinelli, even though Saka and Odegaard could be missing, Martinelli is involved in more goals against Liverpool in all competitions than against any other side. He played 7 games against Liverpool, 5 goals and 2 assists. So Martinelli absolutely loves to play against Liverpool. And Kai Havertz also has scored in each of his last 5 Premier League appearances at home. Only Thierry Henry scored more than that in succession at home in the Premier League. On Friday, Arteta said about Timber, Calafiori and Saka, they are all injury doubts for this game. They said, we will do absolutely everything to try and get them ready for this game, but it's very uncertain. So we don't know whether they will play or not, probably not. Jota remains out after he suffered a big bruising against Chelsea. Harvey Elliott still unavailable, and Chiesa and Conor Bradley were maybe back in training, but they should be still out for this game. And of course the big absence is Alisson apart from Jota. But Darwin Núñez played pretty well against Leipzig and against Chelsea, and against Leipzig he scored, so his confidence should be sky high. But Liverpool need to take their chances, because we don't get many chances away at Arsenal when Arsenal have a very good defense. Even without Saliba, Arsenal will have a pretty good defense. And Arsenal are still unbeaten against Liverpool in their past 4 Premier League games, which is so annoying because Liverpool should have beat Arsenal last season. We didn't get the Stonewall penalty when Odegaard handballs it in the area, playing basketball with the ball, and somehow the referee and VAR referee didn't give it. And also Trent Alexander-Arnold hit the bar in the second half. So we should score those kind of chances today against Arsenal if we want to win. And what is crazy is that in these 4 games, Arsenal took more points against Liverpool than in their previous 14 games. Do you know how insane that is? In 4 games, they collected 8 points, and then the previous 14 games, they just collected 7 points. 1 win, 4 draws, and 9 defeats. That was an absolutely astonishing record by Liverpool against Arsenal, to hold Arsenal to just 1 win in 14 games and to beat them 9 times. That is remarkable, and that is credit to Jurgen Klopp and his amazing Liverpool team, because we really had a fantastic record against Arsenal in recent years. But since Arsenal became title contenders, they have been a different side to face, and no wonder Liverpool couldn't beat them in 4 games, of course with the help of the referees. This is last season's game where Liverpool had only 1 shot on target, Arsenal had 7, and Arsenal really overwhelmed Liverpool. Alisson made a huge mistake in this game, I remember that pretty well, and Arsenal created loads of chances and they scored 3 goals. And Liverpool got a well-deserved loss against Arsenal last season. So hopefully this season we will turn up and put in a much better performance. But if we could get an early goal, or we could get some chances early on, then the Arsenal crowd will be nervous, because they already lost to Bournemouth. Their confidence is fragile. They are missing Saliba. They could be missing some other key players. Odegaard and Saliba will be missing 2 of their regular starters. If Saka and others, Timber, and Calafiori are all missing, then Arsenal could be vulnerable. And I think Liverpool should go there, try to win. Of course, we should keep it tight at the back, but we should hit Arsenal on the counter-attack and try to actually win this game. Because there might not be a better chance than this one to go to Arsenal and win, because they are missing some key players and we are playing them maybe at the right time. But of course, you can only judge that after the game. Even though Liverpool are top, they are only given a 15% chance of holding on to that by the end of the season. But I think that those odds are better than at the start of the season, because nobody predicted Liverpool to be top at this early stage of the season ahead of Man City and Arsenal. But if we need to win this game if we want to stay top, because right now Man City are top after beating Southampton. But what is also crazy is that Liverpool are now second favourites for the Premier League title. Arsenal only have an 8% chance, Liverpool have a 15% chance, and Arsenal are projected to finish third and Liverpool second. And that's very good. Here is the Opta match prediction for the game. So 41% for an Arsenal win, 32% for a Liverpool win, and the rest for a draw. And here are the last 5 head-to-head results between Arsenal and Liverpool. So I'm really looking forward to the game. Let me know what they think in the comments below. Liverpool only have 1 win in 5 games against Arsenal in all competitions for the last 5 games. So Liverpool really need to get another win, and hopefully we can do that. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. See you later, guys. Goodbye.